2. You know what? Let's start.
Happy New Year!
Welcome,
what am I like waving? Do we wave things at New Year's Eve?
Is that the most excited we get for countdowns?
You
ever?
do that.
Oh, yeah.
That thing.
No. Any other scenario?
Rocket launch.
Rocket launch.
3.
Also,
2. 1.
Actually, that might be better. That might be a better
Rocket launch.
countdown.
Yeah. I mean, we get a New Year's every year.
What about a
We don't get a lot of
championship
rockets,
you're
yeah.
winning and the game is
countdown to
the
the
game
clock.
is a blowout. You're up by 20 and it's like 10 seconds left. Does the whole crowd start 10?
No, they don't.
8?
It's just more of like a cheer when it goes 000.
Yeah.
It's like a crescendo. It starts and then
Higher than-
It's like, you remember the Heat thing, like LeBron's on the sideline, like jumping around
Yeah,
before
yeah.
the final 30 seconds. Oh, what a time. Anyways, welcome to Mystery Crate. That's you guys are supposed to. Hey,
Oh, hey, welcome to Mr. Crate.
it's just me and Tony this week.
Leaving, yeah.
So let me talk.
Well, 2-man game.
Yeah,
Pick and roll, baby.
tame. What's the thing in basketball? The drill in basketball where it's 3-man down the
3-man
court?
weave?
Oh, it's just called 3-man weave. Okay.
Or a 3-on-2, 2-on-1.
No, that's
No,
the
he's talking about
weave.
3-man
The
weave.
ball
I
never
was gonna say I love a good 3-on-2, 2-on-1.
I love a 3-on-2,
Those,
2-on-1.
I love those.
the ball
because-
never touches the ground, right?
On a
No.
3-man
Three-man weave,
yeah.
yes. The 3-on-2, 2-on-1. You score, you got to sprint back because now
Sprint
you're
back,
the one.
yep,
And then you got to
exactly.
play that cat and mouse game of like,
Oh, I'm gonna stay ball. No, I'm going back.
Believe it or not, I played one thing of travel basketball.
One thing? You mean season?
Like one tournament, couple months span. I wasn't on forever, but I just remember. And that was at that first practice, we did a bunch of 3-man weaves, and I was like, this is way more, and this is compared to rec practice. This is. I was like, wow, we are learning some stuff. But
I love that.
I had a nice little J, so yeah, I made one also.
Attaboy. We did a 3-man weave yesterday in our game just to warm up a little bit. And I was like, man, I haven't done a 3-man weave in 15 years.
I just love to Chris Cote being like, I had a nice J1 singular.
No, I mean, obviously, look at me. I mean, I wasn't getting to the hole.
I mean, yeah.
My weakness in basketball
Sneaky,
was going
sneaky
to the
athletic.
hoop, and I would try to draw the foul. So I'd be the guy that wouldn't
You
get
never
touched.
look for the foul. You can
I
never
wouldn't
look
get
for the foul.
touched, and I would miss the layup.
Yeah.
Because I was just like, come on, foul man, let me get that whistle.
You
I'm
gotta
a damn
finish
good
through
free
the
throw
contact.
shooter. I'm a
That's
damn
what it
good
is.
free throw shooter.
no, but he's saying he's seeking the. Are you seeking the contact?
Seeking it, well, just kind of going up, expecting it.
That's
and then
the problem.
You
I
can't
would,
expect it. You got to seek it. That way, it's not an expectation.
Like Jimmy
it's
Butler,
happening.
that man seeks contact.
Exactly. You got to put the shoulder down, put the shoulder into somebody, and then see if you can kind of over the top.
Before we
So what were we talking about?
Before we recorded this, we were doing lunch in the other room. I'm gonna scratch my nose right here because every time I scratch my nose around here, Danny sends me a still shot and he thinks I'm picking my nose. Danny, this is a scratch, okay?
Guys can scratch their noses.
I mean, geez.
You're scratching the top of the nose?
No, the outside, kind of like the outside.
Right here? Right here.
The rim, I'd say.
Yeah, that's
rim,
the thing.
you're on
Chris gets awfully close to the rim.
Yeah.
So when he's
But if
doing
it's itchy there,
I know.
Don't
He's gotta
scratch it
Don't
there.
zoom in on
Ripping
this.
it.
The Cody men have long nose hair. It's like I already have I have an intense.
Hey, you know what? We need to
Nose
upgrade nose trimmers
do.
because they don't work.
They all suck.
They
I
all
finally
suck.
did find a good one. I'll take a picture of it later, send you the brand. All right, back up. Back up. But so that's what I'm dealing with right now. I think I haven't cut my nose hairs in a few weeks, so I think that's why I get a little itchy sometimes.
That happens to me once in a while.
Yeah.
That you're all of a sudden like, damn.
I gotta cut. Yeah.
Why
time
is
to
it so
trim.
itchy?
I blame Greg Cody.
You
But
want
what we were talking about,
Which wasn't that?
we were talking about lunch. We had sandwiches today. I don't love those sandwiches. Everyone else seems to love them. Not a big fan
I
of
mean,
those sandwiches.
the chicken parm ones are good. That's what I had.
was there chicken parm today?
I had one.
the chicken
So
parm.
the
That chicken parm went fast.
The chicken parm disappears.
Yeah.
Hey, Kristen, more chicken parm.
Order
Yeah,
more
chicken parm goes
Less
fast.
of that weird white cheese with the spinach.
Caprese salad. That's a good one.
Look, the caprese one, you
It's
gotta.
got its time and place.
You have to have a vegetarian option for
Right.
those who don't eat.
Right.
Right? Cool. What
But
you
have
don't.
like 2 of them.
What you don't need.
Not a
I've
whole
never
rack.
seen anyone where there's like a stack of chicken parm sandwiches saying, "I wish I had the ham though." The ham one it's still there. No one's touched
The
it.
Italian?
Whatever that is. It's not the chicken parm.
I just don't like how some people around here have no shame about always getting a chicken parm. Like Danny, every week, and I almost took a bite of it today. That's
Which
where I want to
Danny?
get with this. Danny B, the one directing right now. Show yourself.
I'll tell you right now. If it were up to me today, I would get a chicken parm every single time.
Yeah, but you don't ever say to yourself, "This is clearly the one that everyone wants."
That's why we need more of it.
So let me.
That's the
You know what? I
solution.
had one last week. I'm gonna leave this one.
No
here
way.
today.
I haven't had a chicken parm in like the 3 times
It's
we've
because
gotten
Fuentes
Carrabba's.
and Danny B get
That's
there
right. I
when
get
we're
there
still here
every
recording.
time.
Also,
Exactly.
yeah, that's the real issue. The real issue is lunch arrives well before noon. by
way
the way.
early.
Yeah.
Well before noon.
While we're still
and
doing.
while we're still
Purposely-
recording.
purposely, some
and
might
there's
say.
a bunch of people who have the option
Yep.
of just getting up and walking away.
Yep.
walk away from whatever they're doing to go get themselves.
You know what they
fed.
could say? Man, these people are working hard in here. I'm gonna leave the chicken parms for them.
You know what
they never say? That.
You know what Carmen needs to do? What she needs to do is have a secret stash of a second sleeve of chicken parms.
Talent.
And then we
chicken
walk out,
parm.
and Carm goes,
Two trays of cookies today, though.
There was.
I thought you were making a 2 Americas joke. 2 trays.
No.
This is a 2 trays.
2 trays of cookies.
But what I was getting at, Danny B had a chicken parm or whatever he was eating. And I just walked up to him, and I got really close, as if I was just going to walk up to him and take a bite. And it got me thinking, because there's 2 kinds of people in this world. You're either... I'm cool with strangers / my friends, not strangers ever, but your friends biting from your food, and you are like Amin, I can just tell you're out on that by the way you're looking at me.
Biting?
Like if you're at a restaurant with your friend, this sandwich is so good. You want to try it?
No. Never.
Are you saying no, or are you denying the offer?
I am denying the offer, one, and I'm not requesting either. Now, before it gets eaten, if I have played the game of like I want a chicken parm sandwich, but I also want to. We did this before.
Splits.
We did
Splits
me and you. We did.
Yep.
It was cheesesteak, cheesesteak, and then the other sandwich,
the burger. Yeah.
And we cut it in half.
Well, yeah, that's
and went
that's a
halvesies.
move.
I'll do that. But like man, you gonna try this? No.
All right, so maybe not with
that's-
coworkers.
But this is also a sandwich thing only because you have to put your mouth on the sandwich. If
it
it's
was
like
my
something
pasta,
you scoop,
yeah,
that's
you
different.
could
Yeah,
scoop
Think
my
about your
pasta,
closest group of friends, though. No, still not.
sandwich?
Yeah.
Nope.
Like you're not letting Zach Harper have a bite.
Hell no.
I would let Zach Harper buy my sandwich.
No way. I wouldn't even split with Zach.
Dude, the
let him
people
go
I went to
hungry.
Fantasy Fest with, we were having an orgy of sharing each other's food.
Oh boy.
Was that before the real orgy?
No, it was the only
close.
orgy.
It was after.
But I'm telling you, this we got these breakfast burritos. If you're ever in Key West, I think it's called Cuban Coffee Queen. Fire breakfast food.
Really? I didn't go.
And we all had
CCQ.
different things. We all had different things, and we all should have been naked because you're like, you want to buy my burrito? Yeah,
Wow.
here, let me taste that bacon, egg, and cheese. Ow.
You guys must have been coming down pretty hard.
Yeah.
Or coming up, however you look at it.
Hey, you'd have been that hungry.
Nah, I mean,
Depends on where you're
Going? Yeah. How was the?
mush-
Did you dominate at the Dante's pool or what?
Dante's pool didn't go in. It was very crowded when we got there. Just kind of did a few laps around it. There's like an upstairs area.
Yeah.
Walked up there. Didn't go in the water. No, that was day 1. I was not that drunk yet. We got there sober. Did not go in Dante's pool. But I heard like
We dominated Dante's pool with big hosses.
There was a musk. There was
Yeah.
a musk coming off of that.
Yeah.
as a non-Floridian, let me ask. I've never been to Key West. Is that an experience I have to do, or is it just like
Have to is strong.
Depends
you
who you
don't have
ask.
to.
Yeah,
It depends who you go with too.
I'm asking you three?
I will say, Fantasy Fest in particular, because you probably don't want to go to Fantasy Fest your first time to Key West. You know, break in
a little much,
slowly,
yeah.
because it's always good people watching. Very overstated the amount of penis. I saw like one, like everyone was like, you're gonna see old man dick everywhere, because like everyone gets like there's very
Free people.
some
down
people
there.
go free.
Yeah.
Oh, gotcha.
A lot of women topless.
Okay.
Only saw like one dick.
Sound disappointed.
No, I was just. It was. I'm telling you, 'cause
expecting more.
Everybody kind of painted the picture of, oh, are you sure you're going to Fantasy Fest? This is kind of like, to me, there wasn't like gross. Like, yeah, there were some older people, but for the most part, like, it was a pleasurable. For every bad thing you see, where you're like, oh, that's not something I want to see. You see a few things that you're like, I'm okay seeing that.
See, he went in for the contact, got the contact, and won. Finished at the hoop.
Yeah, it's like
That's what happened there.
But do you have to do it? I don't. I'm trying to like picture like you don't. have
I
to.
know Amin pretty well. Amin would have a great time.
I think
in
Amin would
Key
have a
West.
good
Oh no,
time.
you would crush.
It's
You
a
would
lot
have a
of
great
like the
time in
main
Key
thing you
West.
do down there is basically
It's
just chill
drink.
and drink and watch live music.
There's like it's like bar hopping.
The live music, but now that's where you lost me.
yeah, I'm not a big live
No,
music
there's
guy
not a
either.
ton. A lot of DJs.
Did you go to Sloppy Joe's?
Yeah, there was a band there.
Yeah.
Yeah. They don't have Sloppy Joe's at Sloppy Joe's.
No, they don't.
Amin is
Oddly
very
enough.
frustrated with the fake.
It's right in the way
web
of
is
the button.
everywhere.
So every
Yeah,
time I
it's
try to
everywhere.
touch the talk button, it gets right in the way. So I'm trying to.
I mean, you would have fun. You would dominate over in Key West.
Yeah.
The question is, do you feel like driving 4 hours on a
Yeah.
one-way highway to get there?
Yeah, the drive is not great.
me being the driver, no, absolutely.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's the thing that always gets
It's
me.
a
Everybody's
long
like,
ass trip.
you go down there and you drink and you have a good time. Like, dude, I live in Miami. I can drive down the
do that
street and there's
today.
places to drink. Yeah, it's
Exactly.
like not really a big
Yeah.
deal.
And there's not like beaches. Like
That's
Key
what-
West
that's
is
what I
not
hear.
a beach.
Oh, there's
It's-
no beaches,
It's just
yeah.
rocks.
It's
'Cause you're
beaches if
basically
you-
at the end of the world there.
If you're staying at a resort, they have
Sure.
a beach because they've made one for you.
Correct.
But otherwise, there's nowhere to like pull off on the side of the road and you're jumping in the water and having a beach day. It doesn't
So,
exist.
so you're saying Bill Lawrence's show is full of shit? Because
His is Key
I didn't say that?
Largo. His is
Yeah.
Key Largo,
But
which is
even
the
then-
same thing.
Yeah, I know.
Which is the same thing. Or you could do like a one of those like boat tours that take you out to a sandbar, which we did for Big Haas's
that sounds
bachelor
cool.
party.
Classic
Called
Haas.
I don't know if I want to. Can I give them a bump or not?
What do you mean?
Say the name of the of the
Coke?
charter.
Oh, I don't care.
Nah, you don't. Who
It was
cares?
a cheeky name. That's why I wanted to bring it up.
okay.
It's called Salty Bottoms.
Oh, there you
And the logo is like, whatever.
Enjoy the bump.
Thank you, Salty
Say,
Bottoms.
say Tony when you get there.
Hey, 10% off. No, but they took us out to the sandbar, and the sandbar is awesome because it's literally 3 feet of water, crystal blue as far as you can see. There's people having fun. There's music. There's people dancing. There's
It's big enough where there are other groups of people that you don't know who are there as well.
exactly.
The
It's
keys.
like-
the keys is great if you have a boat. To
We
go
went
on.
on. We went on a sunset tour. It was really fun.
Yeah.
Good music out there.
Now, wait, so
Came with alcohol.
4 hours by car. How long by boat?
longer.
longer. Yeah.
Yeah, because I was gonna say Izzy has a boat, but it's like
From
that's
from
a
where
long-
Izzy lives, it'll take you like all day to get.
Yeah.
there.
because I've asked Izzy before. Has he ever thought of just boating down and then parking
Then
here?
I think at some point you have to get out into the ocean. All of a sudden, Izzy would be like in
No,
water.
Well, yeah, Izzy would have to go all the way, like basically hug Miami,
Hug the coast all the way
coastline
down.
all the way to Miami, then get over to Key Largo, then go all the way down.
Key Largo's probably the limit of how far I would take a boat from Fort
From
Lauderdale or
Miami?
Miami. Yeah, that's like the southernmost
and
point.
that's a long
That's a
ass
long
trip.
ride.
We're probably like, if you think by car it's 8 hours or 4 hours, figure like 10.
Yeah, because the fastest you're going on a boat is what, 40, 50 tops?
Yeah,
And that's
depends
if
on the
it's smooth,
waves.
yeah.
Depends on a lot of stuff. You
So
have to fuel up too.
the move is to drive down there and then rent a boat,
Rent or charter.
Yeah.
or whatever.
To close a loop, though, I'm more comfortable biting someone else's sandwich. I don't really want people biting my sandwich.
Okay, so hold that thought. So I was clicking around Twitter yesterday as you were becoming a porn superstar.
Yeah.
Wow.
For your take.
Earlier
Pro
this
porn.
week, yeah.
Yeah. And
People are gonna
I
be very
saw-
confused when they hear that, and they have no
idea what's going on. Well,
yeah.
go back to the main show, listen to, what was that, Tuesday show?
Tim Waltz
Tim
interview.
Waltz interview at the end, and you'll figure it out.
Porn.
But I saw this on Twitter, and basically
pizza.
this
Good
is
looking
For the
pie.
people listening, it's a pizza.
it's a
pie.
pizza, but it's from Ontario, Canada, and what they do is they shred the pepperoni before they put it on. Are we in on that?
Yeah.
I'm not against it. It looks
I'll,
good.
I'll try anything.
It looked like stringy cheese, but now that you say it's pepperoni, I see
It's
it.
pepperoni, yeah.
As someone who has recently discovered the magic
Beef
of
pepperoni?
halal pepperoni in New York City,
Welcome.
I'm like, what are you doing? No, it's gotta be full pepperoni slices. So when you get that bite and that one that just
That crisp.
oh my
I
god,
like the little crispy
Dude,
pepperoni.
But this
those are
ensures pepperoni in every bite.
Yeah.
No, but
I want my
you can't-
pepperoni to be a little bowl.
It's
Yeah,
exactly
a little cup.
It's
Yeah.
the texture that really sets it off. Like the taste of pepperoni is like all right, but it's the texture,
The crispiness
with the
of the
pizza.
edge, yeah.
That's
I'm not
what
a,
feels good.
I'm not a fan of the grease though in the cup.
Oh man, that's the best.
And,
part.
and maybe it's just because
buddy,
I'm older
Then
and
eat
like
a salad, pal.
my stomach
What are you doing?
can't handle the
This
grease.
guy's putting paper towels on his pizza, isn't he?
Hey.
No, you got-
I'm not an animal.
Embarrassing.
See?
He just said basically you don't want the oil.
Embarrassing.
Sure, you want to say that? You can cut it.
No, I
He
really,
edits the
I don't
pizza.
like pepperoni to begin with. So this looks interesting.
What do you mean you don't like pepperoni to begin with?
Only with pineapple, baby.
Thank you.
okay, that's.
You're,
Nah,
Thank you.
you're about
What?
to open a
Thank
can of worms.
you.
Are you?
Oh,
Team
I am.
pineapple?
I am. I was the originator on this show of pineapple and pepperoni pizza.
You
Me.
are an animal.
I know.
You are like a goat. You know how goats will eat anything? They'll eat a tin can.
Back up off my boy.
Oh,
Back up off my boy.
pineapple.
Yeah, the pineapple
on pizza
pepperoni.
gives you
No
the
way.
supreme. I want you to
wow.
try it one day.
I
Look at me,
refuse.
Amin.
There's
Look at me.
some.
You
There's a
have beef
heated-
pepperoni.
Heated moment on Telenuevo right now.
Oh yeah, look at that.
That's all.
You have
look.
beef pepperoni. You have the sharpness
Everybody got interested. Look at that.
of the cheese.
That noise
You've got the
Fuentes
crisp
made.
and the spice of the pepperoni, and then you mix in a little bit of the pineapple. Sweet, salty.
I don't want sweet on my pizza.
It's beautiful.
I don't want sweet on my pizza. I just want
He's like, I need a minute.
savory.
I need a minute. I don't know if I should be doing this. We're coworkers. All right, I'm sorry.
See, that's Chris Cote narrating telenovelas. For
Actually, they got walked in on by a guy, and
that
now
Montel?
she's
Oh, no.
struggling to put her jacket back on.
Yeah, the lifting of the spaghetti strap is always a telltale
He's
sign that
throwing on the
something
jacket.
devious has happened.
And that's probably his cousin or something.
Wow. Why you gotta do that to me?
That's usually how it is in these novellas.
No, it's something probably worse. Who
Primo.
knows?
It's always Maria, etarme un mano, ¿por qué? You know, and then she goes into this whole diatribe about how he used to cheat and all this stuff.
But yeah, no, that's it. It's like you're banging my brother, not you're banging your own cousin, right? Like,
Mi primo.
that's what you meant.
Yeah, that's what he meant.
oh,
Yeah, like
yeah.
Okay, I was like,
Yeah, that's
really?
weird.
Incest
No,
is like
no.
a fixture.
the two guys are cousins in the scenario.
Got
She's
it,
the girl,
got
the
it.
wife.
One cup.
Thank you, Amin, for taking it there.
Yeah, no, you know what?
I think I brought it there. I'm sorry. I'm going to
he did.
apologize to the audience.
And look at Chris gloating
By the
about
way,
his cup.
The cup in the stairwell
is the
definitely
same
not
exact.
me.
Is the same
Son of-
exact. Look,
Son of Cup.
there's been, I held this secret for a while. Because the moment that Chris put it down there, I knew
Of
exactly
course.
whose cup it was.
I wasn't trying to hide it.
No, I know, but I didn't say anything.
Right.
Billy was the one that mentioned, there's been a come.
Yeah.
You know how Billy is.
Yeah.
Evil cat.
I know. I knew exactly where that came from.
I was holding it down for Chris. I wasn't going to say shit.
Yeah,
I was going to be like, hey, he put his cup there.
and the funny thing is,
I've dropped something in there too.
It was 100. Oh, thank you.
I've said that on the show that
Yeah.
I dropped a Madeline wrapper.
yeah.
Sue me.
Hey, and I don't judge you for it.
Thank you.
I will say, I was telling the truth on the show. Like I would have picked it up, but it was like a daily thing. Like let's see
How
the
long
update.
it's gonna stay there.
Like Amin mentioned on the show that you can die from like mold and stuff. Like
Well, to be honest with you, my source on this is John Taffer.
okay, because like I was interested. I was genuinely seeing it every day. Like oh wow, that's just getting bigger. Like it was a fun little thing.
What-
I didn't think about the fact that Jessica walks down there a lot. So like in hindsight, inconsiderate. Still not littering though.
One of the most famous clips of Bar Rescue, they open up the freezer and there's like this massive mushroom. I'm talking about it's the size of a volleyball growing in there, and Taffer loses his shit.
Yeah.
Every other word is an F-bomb, and it's one of those ones where
I
it's
love
like
that guy.
that.
Other than all the controversial stuff that he's done.
Well, I don't know about that. All I know about it's the show, man.
Exactly.
Same.
Like
That's
it's like
all I'm here.
I'm not.
Right
I'm
here.
not looking at Taffer. Yep, there it is. He just pulled it up. Go ahead and send it over to Danny V to get it on the screen for the viewers. But it like, did you guys see The Last of Us on HBO?
It's literally growing out of the wall.
Yeah, it's like that. Like the big mushroom head people. Like
Yeah.
it looks exactly like that.
Like Toad?
But that's.
Oh.
I don't know. About
Okay, now here's my
Mushroom.
question. Here's a question.
Oh, no, I got what you're saying.
Do you think that mushroom was a plant?
Wow.
No way.
Dude, I don't know. If I'm looking at it here,
Dude,
it's
no.
sitting pretty flush up against the wall.
I'm telling you, there's no way. First of all, they would never plant anything in Bar Rescue. Everything you see.
John Taffer is a pillar of integrity.
Yeah. It's like it's truly. This is the clip when people ask me like, "What is this Bar Rescue show?" That's the one.
That's the one you show him. Not
That's-
one with a butt funnel or anything like that.
No, because that's all nuanced stuff.
Yeah, you have to know.
The Orange Door Entertainment System, Esri, Bartender, TVT, a lifetime supply, a subscription to TVT.
Yeah.
Like all these things are like that's what.
Two touch POS systems.
Yeah, there you go. Speedwells. These are all things like after you're in it. Like you want to get someone who knows nothing about bars or anything. Like, why should I watch this show? You show them that clip right there, and Taffer going nuts.
Yeah, kill somebody.
You gotta freaking kill somebody,
Dude, the way
you son of a bitch.
I would, they're missing an opportunity where they get a show going on with him and Gordon Ramsay together, and
So
that sounds like a show.
What's the idea, though?
This tweet went
I don't
viral.
give a shit. Them two together.
This tweet went viral the other day. It was someone posted like, "Wow, I would hate to be on Kitchen Nightmares," and it was Gordon Ramsay going crazy on someone, and the dude quoted it with, "If you think this is crazy, y'all should see what this nigga John Taffer doing." And it went viral because John Taffer responded with a GIF. The GIF of him kind of looking nervously side to side like that, and I was like, "Mwah, this guy gets it. He knows how to use this, man."
I never got around to watching Marriage Rescue.
I did. I watched the
know.
entire season.
I told you about
Couldn't
it.
have been the same guy.
It
was.
It's absolute. It's Taffer, but I'm gonna tell you, Chris.
Is he
it
toned down or toned up?
No,
kinda in
no,
on
no.
this.
This is what it is. This is exactly what it is. Me and Zach figured it out. This is John
so itchy right
Taffer
now. Go ahead.
pitching to producers, give me a budget so that I can go on vacation in Puerto Rico. So this is how it goes. The couple flies to Puerto Rico. They meet with Taffer.
Taffer's already there.
He's
Just
already
hanging out.
there. They explain the issues. He says, "Okay, I'll link you up with some people and some exercises." And then he disappears for the rest of the episode, and he comes back at the end to check up on if everything worked out according to plan. The rest of the time, he's just chilling in Puerto Rico, drinking daiquiris, hanging out with his friends.
On the beach.
On the beach, all that stuff. There's a reason why I only went one season, right?
Because they realized, wait a second.
8 episodes of John Taffer on a beach.
he couldn't even muster the same level of like energy for like. It was just kind of like, you really care about this relationship, don't you?
Talk to this guy. Disappears. I feel like getting to that level where you become a celebrity and then you just attach your name to stuff without really having to do anything is like,
Buddy.
you've made it.
I have a
You made
theory
it.
that like this, especially with like music people now, is that a lot of them don't really want to be musicians anymore. They just want to get to a point where they have such a high social status that they can just sell designer brands or whatever. Like this is the Rihanna story. Why would she ever make music again?
Dude, I'll tell you one better. Athletes don't want to be athletes anymore.
Yeah, they want to be
They
rappers.
just want to be famous.
I believe it.
enough to
And get paid.
to get their own podcasts and mess around and just comment on everything else. All this time they've been shitting on media people and deep down inside,
That's the way to make the
That's
money.
what they wanted to be all along. They just wanted to be media people.
So if media people wanted to be athletes and athletes wanted to be rappers and rappers wanted to be athletes,
And they all want to be podcasters.
and now they all want to be podcasters. So that's the final form. The evolution is now final.
Yes, because like a podcast, like what is a podcaster? Like I just like
Talk shit.
talk shit about everything that's happening everywhere else. Like it's like to them it's a dream come true. It's like I don't have to train or do anything.
Just kick on a mic and just like us.
This is going to be unpopular, but like when I read the Jeff Bezos thing in Washington Post about like why he said we're not going to endorse anyone,
The trust in the media thing. or
and
whatever.
and it's like all you got is a bunch of people, uninformed people on podcasts, and that's where people are getting their news from. I kind of read it and like, look, man, like I hear everything Dan's saying, but I was like, yeah, I kind of get it, man. He brings up some strong points.
Why do you think down the middle Chris came from? I mean, just
Well, is he still there down the middle, or
he voted, but
wow, you never know?
I just voted for weed.
You voted for pornography.
Voted for porn.
Well, that wasn't on the ballot this year. At
Yeah.
least here.
No.
I just voted yes on weed. and
Dude,
then I turned
I'll
in
tell
my
you
ballot.
the most terrifying thing. You think, porn, whatever. Go to Texas. I went to Dallas for the NBA Finals.
Oh, because they shut down.
In the hotel room, I was like, all right, let's, you know, I got to break it in, right? So open it up, and I got like an essay on the hub about this is why you can't watch. And by the way, I read the whole thing, and I was like, they kind of make a strong point. Like technically, because like I said, technically we could show, but you would need to upload proof of your identification.
Wait,
with-
Like, I don't
this
know
about
about
porn?
that.
Yes.
No shit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
in Texas, they banned it.
In Texas, it's banned. It's not banned.
I had no idea.
They'll argue that you could still do it. You could still
It's more like loopholes to jump through to get to it.
exactly. And the main loophole is you have to provide like a scan of your ID. And the hub was like, yo, we don't want
That's
that
crazy.
responsibility of
Yeah.
your personal data like that. Your ID, your driver's license or your passport,
Your
So
address of your house.
Rather than demand that of you in order for you to consume our stuff, we're just going to say we're not going to do it and have this letter instead, which I thought was a very that's a real.
Well, yeah. Why take the risk if you're going to make a buttload of
Can
money
you
anyway?
imagine
You know?
Buttload.
if they get if they do that,
Yeah, exactly. Trust me, there's a lot of logins.
they'll be all right. But
VPN.
imagine you're there like, all right, we'll start taking all the data and whatever, and then you have a massive leak of data, and everybody
That's what he's saying. It's not worth it.
in the planet, and then all of a sudden the Ashley Madison thing looks like small in comparison to what it could be if PH would go
No,
down.
I mean, like think about Ashley Madison. That's a drop in the bucket compared to the number
Drop
of people.
in the bucket.
The crazy thing about the Ashley Madison thing that I'm still tripping over is like the number of people who got outright extorted on that site.
Yeah.
I'm like, damn. But then it makes sense. It's like, you think this hot ass woman who's cheating on her husband wants to fuck you?
With you?
Come on,
Bro,
man.
you looked in the
should-
mirror?
Yeah, you should have known better.
Dude, it's the hope that kills you, right?
It really is.
Dude, it's I mean, going to fake profiles. Well, the whole business model.
But man,
like,
you got to know it's a fake
it's-
profile.
But the whole business model was crazy. They charge you like per message or something.
Right.
Yep.
I was like,
So you've heard.
Damn.
No, I
I
saw
watched
the
the
video.
documentary.
So did I.
Chris like, yeah, so did I. I watched it.
You know
really
what
good
else I've
on
heard?
was it Amazon, what, right?
Hulu, I think, yeah.
HBO? Hulu.
You know what else I've
Somebody.
heard? That it's time for You Betcha, which is presented by DraftKings. Stay tuned because you'll hear more about DraftKings and all it has to offer
Not today.
throughout the show.
By the way,
DraftKings,
last
the
week-
crown is yours.
By the way, last week we missed You Betcha by one leg.
What was
we
it?
had Robert Whitaker, but we had Ilya Taporia by knockout, which ended up happening. We just didn't get the Robert Whitaker because his teeth got smashed in.
Well,
Hate when that happens.
Tends to happen when you fight.
It broke his jaw.
Well, we're back to what we know. Inter Miami
Oh, wow. Tried and true.
in the MLS playoffs. Beat Atlanta United 2-1. They're going into the second leg, so we're going to take Inter Miami money line to close out that series. 2 quick wins. Both teams to score because they always give up a goal. They're terrible. And Luis Suarez to score. The Uruguayan used to be international.
Soccer
now he's
series.
retired.
Who knew?
That's right.
They have
best-
series?
Well, it's best of 3, but it's
That
not
is a
like
series.
no aggregate scores. You have to win 2 games, which I kind of like. We were talking
Okay.
about this out here because what ends up happening in soccer, European soccer, they play 2 games, and the goals they cross over. So if a team wins the first game 4-0, they're going to actually just play defensively the second game because they're already through. But this one, since you have to win 2, now we're back to 0. So Inter Miami has to come out again trying to win the game. They can't just sit back. So once again, Inter Miami money line, both teams to score. Luis Suarez, anytime goal scorer, and that's you betcha.
We'll be right back.
I'm really concerned that we keep stealing that bike from upstairs for Jeremy's spin room bit, and we don't tell anybody anything.
Really?
Oh, that's not.
Hold on.
I
never
didn't
say
know
anything.
that.
Hold on.
Yeah.
You guys didn't clear it with the building?
No.
You guys are going to get us evicted.
Who,
man.
That's what I said.
Who carries that thing down?
Well, it's actually quite light. You just lift up the back, and the front part, what's heavy, has wheels, and you just kind of push it around.
So we made Ethan carry it?
It was Ethan and Mally one day. It was me and Ethan the other day. But it's like, dude, we're going to get some shit for that. Why don't you just tell them you're doing it?
Who steals a bike?
Who steals?
Who throws a
That's how you get away with it, right? Because that's everyone's thought process. Who steals an exercise bike? Like I'm sure everyone just assumes someone cleared this, and this is allowed to occur.
It's like walking around with a ladder. It's like no one's going to question it.
Thank you.
They always tell me, like, Michael, take it back upstairs. And I'm like, I don't want to be the guy that gets confronted by security that I got to explain this
They're
whole
like,
thing.
who are you, buddy?
Oh, we take this exercise bike down to this random studio, and then there's a green screen. I got to explain the whole thing. A security guard who couldn't give a shit.
You don't even. But like Chris brings up a good point. All you got to do is like, yeah, we're doing it for the show.
Yeah.
And they're like, what show? Like, you guys know we do the show. We've been doing this for like months. What are you guys talking about? Like,
that
you got to go on
assumes-
the offensive.
No, but that assumes. Yeah, what do you mean? No,
What do you-
no, but that assumes that every security guard is one, been around long enough to know we're here, and 2, that we're
Just
doing
pull
a show.
name and say it confidently. John said I could take it.
Oh, that works.
We've been doing this for like all
Yeah.
you got to do is like show the paperwork.
We got approval from
and the
John.
paperwork is just a printout that says we need this bike. Like no one reads it. It's just like
Right.
This is actually very official. It has like fake highlighter and
Highlights
everything.
and all that
Like,
stuff.
what do you mean? John, right here.
have
John said.
have some times on there. Return by like all that stuff.
That's kind of low key what I do for Tony's Top 5.
Put a signature on it.
When I go out, because they're like, "Do you have a permit?" I'm like, "Yeah, of course." They're like, "Where is it?" I'm like, "You think I have it on me?" Like, no, we got a permit. Check.
your email.
Wow, I'd say check with their supervisor.
Yeah, that too. That's
That
good.
usually frees them for a second because they're like, "Damn, what does this guy know?"
Yeah.
And then
if
they kind
not-
of drive away, and then I do the bit really quick, and then they come back, but I'm already rolling.
like,
At that point, they're not going to stop me.
You threaten him. Let me talk to your supervisor. Go get him right now.
I'm gonna tell you the crazy thing though. Like maybe not with that, but some other things. There's just a level of if you just have like this confidence, it just works. I went to
Yeah.
Hall of Fame like a few weeks ago, and I went to ticketed events that had like A, open bar, and B, like a Hall of Famer, Dr. J's there or whatever. Dude, they never asked me for my ticket. I just walked in. And just like walk in confidently. They're like, hey, you're supposed to be here.
Yeah.
Like that's it. Like it's because if you're wearing a suit and you
You're
walk
locked in.
confidently, no one ever stops you. Any NBA arena, if you're wearing a suit and you walk confidently, like you're supposed to be there, like go ahead. The moment you're like hemming, and every time I've been stopped, even when it's places I'm supposed to be able to go, it's because I hem and hawed.
Yeah.
Because I did the little like, where's everybody at?
Don't look for eye contact.
Nope. Just
Make
walk
people
straight
look
there.
at you, and you don't look at them. Like Chris is looking at me right now. I'm walking right past him.
In my experience, though, at the Heat Arena where I've done this the most, there's like checkpoints, and they're like looking. Maybe it's because I'm hemming and hawing, maybe, and I don't even know it.
I don't know. The one Heat game I went to with Amin, where I was, credentialed and everything. Amin walked full speed everywhere. No one asked him shit.
Oh, they don't ask.
I was waiting for him to go out there and to shoot a jumper. Like I didn't really expect him to do
The
anything.
one place is like the locker room. That hallway.
Yeah, right by
Championship
that.
Alley?
Yeah.
Championship Alley. Like that's the one place
That
where
lady
it's like-
protects that thing. I remember
Yeah.
that.
Everybody does.
because that's their ass if they don't.
All right. I mean, so I know you got to get out of here pretty soon. You got some work to do, but usually we do Unpopular Opinions the last couple shows, and usually I don't give them to the cast members because I don't want them to see them. But I figure I put this out here. Billy doesn't have it because I obviously didn't know he was coming back. But and I just wanted everybody to look at them and see if you saw any that you thought sparked your interest. Now, the one that I talked about out there too is right here, getting into a, not that one, that's the wrong one. It was one here where your spouse or romantic partner is not supposed to be your best friend.
I feel like you and I are the only single people here.
Yeah.
So we are the only ones who should be answering this question. Do not get in trouble, guys.
Wait, so you're saying that my wife is not my best friend, no matter what I say?
I agree that your partner should not be your best friend.
I've rarely said that, even though I probably would call my wife my best friend.
Yes,
but
you would.
I don't
Yeah,
go
you
around.
absolutely would, yeah.
There are,
You would
like
call her
I
my-
don't like
She
that's
doesn't
not
listen.
something I like My wife is not listening to this. I don't say that though, even though I probably think it, and that's me covering my ass.
I think
don't-
Joey's your best friend.
Yeah, Joey, John. I have a few best. Alex
Johnny, Joey.
Joey from Scranton.
from Scranton. I do. That's what I mean. I have best friends, but you have to say it, guys.
My wife's my best friend.
Yeah, there you go,
Attaboy.
Tony. Good job. Billy, your wife too, right? Your best friend?
I don't have friends.
Yeah. Well, that's
why she's your best friend.
No, my wife included in that. She's not my friends.
Well, that's the thing. It's like I know
Her
it's-
choice, not mine.
It's a pessimistic view, but I feel like if you put everything into this person and they become your best friend, and then it ends, now you really have nothing.
You not only have you lost a spouse,
You've lost everything.
You've lost a best friend.
You've
as
lost
well.
a best friend. You
Wow.
lost a spouse.
I think
you
Tony's
lost a
best
companion.
Tony's
you lost
best friend is
everything.
Haas. There, I said
It's
it.
checks and
Oh, wow.
balances,
Haas is
boys.
up there.
Yeah, it's. I mean, like I said,
And
I
then
must-
Haas's kid, by the way. Little Haas.
Nice.
Executive, legislative, judicial, right? Like they've got to be separate.
Separate but equal.
You got to keep them apart in case this one fails. There's another one there.
Yeah.
yeah,
So-
because
I've had a moment recently that I feel like the people with kids can kind of relate to, and it is my oldest daughter. Just like this past week, has started saying to my wife that she's her best friend.
Aw.
And she'll do it in front of me, and I'm like, hey,
Yeah.
like hey,
Yeah.
hey, what's going on here?
Kids
Hey,
have no shame.
What is this business about? You're my best friend. What is this?
You know what you do? You reinvest in the younger one.
Wow.
Like treats and all. Oh, I only do this for my best friend.
That seems like a horrible parenting decision. Like that seems like actually terrible advice.
she started it,
and
like,
it's something that would lead to like therapy down the road.
No. Well, maybe, but in the meantime, it'll get her in line real quick.
It
She'll
can-
realize real quick. Hey, man, when I make public proclamations, there are consequences and repercussions. So I better hedge my bets and call both my parents my best friend.
I'm not losing both my kids.
It can be discouraging how honest kids are. Like you can just ask my daughter, which parent do you like better, and she'll just answer it. Like you know
What
what I
does
mean?
she
Like
say?
she won't play the politics game of I like them both.
Yeah, what did she say?
What did she say?
Well, it depends on the day.
Yeah.
But she's
That's
done
what
it
I'm saying.
before. Where she's
What
done
if
it
dad's
before,
taking
where
her
it's
to
like
McDonald's?
mommy, and it's just like, oh, okay.
Well, you've
I'm
already
here.
said
You know,
that-
I heard that.
You already said
No,
that
I heard you.
She shits on you, right?
Yeah, I
Like-
mean, she calls me bruh now.
oh,
What?
She's into that age.
She says, bruh?
dude.
How does that happen?
I guess she's seen it on YouTube.
But what's
or
the
something.
context? How does how?
Like if I say something that she's like, bruh, like she'll literally hit me with bruh.
My daughter will also tell me like it's first thing in the morning. Like I wake up and she'll like come and she'll like jump on me or whatever, and it's like oh, and then it's like oh my gosh, like what if like I have problems here, like my
Yeah.
internal organs. You jump knee first into my stomach, and then she'll just like come up like right next to my face, and she'll be like, "You have bad breath," and it's like yeah, it's first thing in the morning.
It's
What
6
are you-
a.m.
Exactly right.
My daughter will just be
Kids.
like, "You're wearing that,
Dude,
It's like yeah,
Lately,
that's what I'm wearing.
Billy, you talked about your eldest daughter, and she just seems like a menace, dude. Like you,
Whoa.
like just
Wow,
like
menace?
you.
That's my
no,
daughter.
but like in a good
Jeez.
way. Like she'll
What?
like 'cause,
Kick,
like,
save, and abuse. No, in a
no,
good way.
Yeah.
because she's messing with Billy.
You're like a
Yeah.
real jerk, but like a good jerk.
No,
Thanks,
like
Mike.
it's just the way that she messes with Billy. Like
Yeah.
sounds so funny because it's like exactly what Billy deserves
Oh wow.
What?
in a good way.
I don't deserve
Wow.
love?
In a
I
good
deserve bad breath?
No,
Jeez.
I already,
love
you
how-
already had
Dude,
that, bro.
The most insulting part about this take is he's like looking down at notes while doing it.
Yeah.
He's just like,
He
Billy,
wrote
your daughter
this
hates
down.
you.
He's
He's
like,
looking
I
at the
really
next
need to tell
topic.
Billy
I'm
he
not even-
deserves
Billy,
to
your daughter
eat
hates
shit.
you, and
Yeah.
if
All
you're
right, got
ugly
that one out.
and
Found
you're
my
stupid.
opportunity. Your family hates you.
No,
All right.
I'm not
You
even
deserve
really.
it.
I'm not even taking notes. I gave Billy my unpopular opinions page, so all I'm doing is drawing this triangle that I folded.
Oh, so
over.
you're just doodling.
You're a doodler.
Gotcha.
He's
Even
not
worse than
paying
notes.
attention. He's just
Correct.
like, fuck you,
Worse
Billy.
than notes.
I've never doodled.
on the.
That's impossible, and that's a lie.
not
We
like
could just move
when I'm-
forward.
I don't think I have. Like I really am thinking back. Just don't doodle.
I've never doodled.
I've never doodled.
Never.
I've done like that star S thing. Is that
That's doodling.
Don't engage.
But no,
This
no,
is
but
a
that's
lie.
not- that's
Don't
not-
engage.
no,
in
no,
this.
doodling is when you're
Don't go down this path. It's
Yeah.
made up.
Doodling
This
is when you're
fiction.
doing something, and while doing it, I'm doing like when I've done that S
You're
thing.
talking about
I've-
this S?
Yeah, when I've decided to do
Fully
that S
concentrated
thing,
on
I'm
it?
fully doing
Okay.
that. So I'm not doodling.
So,
That's
like,
like I'm
you-
doing.
so
that.
in
Doodling
class-
is we're talking and I'm just
No,
here.
doodling is you're in class and the teachers of the board are talking about like the War of 1812 and you start to draw that S. That's doodling.
Yeah.
That's what people do
All right,
in
I
class.
haven't doodled
Yeah.
since school.
Okay,
There you
I mean,
go.
I'll
Okay,
take that.
That I understand.
But say I've never doodled. You're out of your mind.
We were signing books for the coloring book, and Amin brought something up that I had long had in the recesses of my mind.
Oh yeah.
When we
an
used
odd
to
way
get
of saying
detention back in the day,
Yep.
they would make you write lines. I will not be late to class.
I never had to do
I
that.
will. You've never had to go to the board.
Really?
No, I've
stay
gone to
after
detention
school.
and stuff.
I will.
Like Bart
I will not
Simpson?
disrupt. Yes,
They don't
Yes.
actually do that. You guys
Absolutely.
actually
I
did
had
that?
to do that.
Absolutely
I never
have to do it.
I never had to do that.
You never had to. You've
No.
never done that once.
No.
Billy, have you ever had to do that?
Yeah, not on a board, but like on a sheet of
paper.
paper. Like write something,
Fair.
100 times.
That
or
actually
whatever.
maybe
Yeah.
I've done.
Okay.
Definitely never done
It's-
the board.
It's the same. It's the
Yeah.
same
It's the same concept.
concept.
Yeah.
But like the idea of like having to write, I will not disrupt class.
Would you write just a bunch of eyes?
I-
Yes,
I-
that's what we were talking
All right,
about.
you know what, you guys bring. I've done it.
Yeah,
There you go.
we got him.
So the crazy thing is we were talking now. Like,
never doodled.
Our kids,
Have no
they
idea.
have no idea what that is.
They will today. When I get home,
You can
Wow, right
Bracelet.
lines?
put it to work.
my favorite parent is Daddy.
Wow.
50 times. That's kind of.
I don't think that's how you win the
Yeah.
contest
Yeah.
between
That
you and
makes
your
her
wife.
hate
It's
you.
giving her more work and
She
punishment.
does like tasks right now. We're like in a big thing. She's like, "Can you write a few math problems for me?" And like I'm writing math problems. She's answering them.
Nice.
Anyway,
How many math problems are you like?
She's-
Is there a certain point where you're like, I'm gonna have trouble doing?
yeah, have you
said
reached the
math
point where
problem?
you don't know the math yet?
well, I have a calculator, guys.
Oh,
No,
there
I
you
know,
go.
but
like
there's
the other,
sometimes
I
calculators
did
don't
make a
tell you.
mistake last night
What?
that I got mad about.
There's math.
I asked her 29 plus 29, and she came back with 59, and I was like, "That's right." And then like a minute later, I'm like, "It's 58." You're wrong. That was a fun moment we had.
So the twins are in middle school and they're doing photosynthesis.
Ah, yes.
And I'm just like, I'm trying to like
Life
so
of a
wait,
plant.
So all right, the leaves capture the light, but they also capture the carbon dioxide.
Yep.
Like the same thing is doing too. Like in my mind, I'm saying it out loud. Yeah, it does. And I'm like, is that right? I don't know.
I don't remember.
Like
You're
it's
like
funny.
Googling something.
I thought I would never reach this point, but like I'm already there, man. Sixth grade science.
You're talking
I'm
about
like-
middle school, like middle school science.
Science,
It's not
yeah.
like super heavy yet.
And then the oldest is
Science
freshman
sucks.
in high school doing math, and there was like a trigonometry question,
Trigonometry.
cosines and sines, and I'm like, wait, it's like 0.5. I like it was something in a distant
cooked.
memory.
I'm cooked.
Like an Amin is now like 100-year-old old man in my brain is like, did somebody mention angles? And I was like, no, bro, just go back to bed.
It's not a pick, guys. That's clearly a scratch.
It's. I mean, you're.
Are you
Put it
picking
put
your
it
nose
put a
before?
big screen. No, I said I highlighted that Danny likes to send me stuff when I'm scratching my nose. That is a damning still shot. But I'm telling you, that
that's
is
a clear nose hair itch.
Thank
right
you.
there.
This guy knows
But
it.
once
You're
Nose hair
completely
itch.
in the nostril
Look,
there. Yeah.
what you're doing right now, you're doing the
Look,
Mookie-
like right here, I'm doing it again. Like this is not
No,
picking my
this
nose.
is not picking your nose. This is outside.
In here, I'm not
You're
picking
doing
my nose.
right here. The still shot.
I'm
You are
scratching the rim.
You're Mookie Betts.
I'm
Wow.
You've
scratching the
You
rim.
have broken the line,
Wow.
and right now those
If there were
nose hairs,
fans in my nose hairs, they could be like,
They've been
"Yeah,
going like
yeah."
this. Right here. He's not in.
absolutely-
He's right here.
They're grabbing the wrist of your finger right
That
now.
is such a scratch.
How does this unpopular opinion segment work? Do you just like list these?
He says
very
opinions that are
quickly?
unpopular. We talk about them.
Got it.
Yeah, usually I just read them off like doot 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 doot, but we got side railed.
Okay.
Your daughter hates
Well,
you.
I can let
And
me
I
flash
deserve
through these
it.
real
Yeah.
quick. All right, unless you're an extreme extrovert, having a surprise party thrown for you sucks. I've never had a surprise party,
Me neither.
so I don't know.
Me neither.
I'm good without it.
Good topic.
It's okay to start eating before everyone else at your table if you wait 3 to 5 minutes first. Yeah, they're supposed to bring the food all out together. If the food doesn't come out all together, like you give it a little grace period, there's a problem with someone's food. Like Larry David said, why would I wait for my food to get cold while you get
Yeah.
your
Well, there's a rule, right? If you order hot food, you can go ahead and eat. If you order food that's colder,
4 foot's crazy.
it takes a little bit
hear you.
longer.
Third one, getting a photo of a celebrity with little or no interaction beforehand is weird.
That's
Not
you right there. I got to ask you about that.
Not true, because sometimes there's like I saw Ice Cube at the Dodger game, and like people are like, at some point
Did
it's
you
just
call him
like,
Cube?
well, I didn't talk to him, but like,
Were you at the
some-
game he performed?
No, I was at game one.
What'd you think of that performance?
I thought it was a lot better than Fat Joe's.
No, Fat Joe, obviously.
Like, I mean,
Both of them have just been kind of awkward, though. I mean,
thought it
maybe
was
if,
cool.
Oh, no.
I thought
maybe
the
if
Ice
you're
Cube
there
one-
at the game, it's cool.
I'll tell
Like
you-
watching on TV, it's like this is.
Ice
thought the
Cube,
Ice Cube one was cool on
one was
TV.
great because Ice Cube was smart. He starts in the outfield and then walks all the way to home base with perfect timing with the songs. The made Fat Joe weird is that he just stood there like on the
I
mound
think
and it was kind
also
of
Ice Cube doing it first. Like it just felt like, oh, now Fat Joe's trying
Doing the
to
same thing,
recreate
yeah.
exactly. Like I don't know. I liked Ice
Also,
Cube's one.
also, I thought Fat Joe, the song selection, man. He didn't
Yeah.
go with his best.
The bangers.
He should have
Yeah.
worked dinner responsibly.
Oh man,
Classic.
still a great night. Still a
was
great
an
night in
awesome
Utah.
night.
The best night in Utah. But as I was saying, when you had someone walking through, sometimes it's like taking the picture. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
Everyone, just take the picture. Let's go. Having interaction is actually counterproductive in those situations. But yeah, if you just walk up to me at dinner Like,
Well, I'd never walk up to a celebrity at dinner ever.
well, that's the
I
little
thought you were
no
gonna say you
interaction.
never walk up
What
to
if someone
Amin.
walked up to you at dinner? I was like, oh, I know you from Mystery Crate.
Hey, you gave me a shirt.
Then I'll be like, yo,
Yo,
this is so
But that's
mad.
interaction.
This is mad
This
weird.
happened to me. I won't say who because I don't want to put their business out there. I was voting a few days ago, and an NBA former Heat player happened to be voting at the same time at my precinct, and we just kind of like, and I didn't. I was like, we did the thing where
Did
it
you
was
hem
like
and
it was
haw?
like a long like S-shaped line, so like we passed each other multiple times. And I thought about like, oh, well, Chris from Le Batard. Like I thought of just being like, yo, I thought of like,
I got you, bro.
you'll
Don't
believe
worry.
me. I thought about just like saying, yo, like being a fan.
You know, you know what's funny? I was gonna do the joke of, wow, Ike Austin was in line with you, but like before I could, you fucked up and
Well,
said the name.
this is not live. No one's gonna
I
hear
know,
that.
but still, man.
So did you say anything or no?
No,
I
I said
didn't say
nothing.
anything.
Okay.
I said nothing.
I
But
like you being the
on the
Hey,
options
I'm-
there.
But even though you
Chris
have
Cote.
On the options there of say nothing, just be like, yo, respect. Like,
Your head nod.
Yo, respect.
Little head nod.
or the terrible move of I'm from the LeBatard
no, no.
Show.
That's-
Hello there.
I don't think that's terrible. You have more precedent than most people to say hi to him.
No, I know,
love that, though.
but that's such like a thing of like, who I am is I produce the show and
I don't think you do it. I don't think you do it based on where you are. Like he doesn't want attention there.
That's what I mean. Like,
So, but like if it was somewhere else, I think like if,
yeah,
if it was at,
right.
like,
If it was more like
at Walmart or whatever.
Yeah.
It
You
was
know,
election specific. You didn't. Who gonna vote for? Big
Oh
dog?
yeah, that would have been a good one.
Yeah.
I
Who
almost
should I
made-
vote for? Hey, who you voting for on number 14?
I almost made the
It's
joke
not like
to him.
not don't do
Me and you, buddy.
presidential.
Let's sit in
It's
here.
too much. But like, hey, who we think of city council? What do you think?
Oh yeah. Oh, how are you going on
How you
prop?
voting on?
Yeah.
How you voting on
Yeah,
number
yeah.
4?
Prop
What do you
7.
think about the 3rd district judge?
yeah.
I didn't vote for the judges.
I wanna.
You didn't
Oh,
vote
boy.
for
I
the
literally,
judges?
I literally left that one blank.
I want to get to this last
I didn't
one.
know the answer.
Hold on, because
I
I
didn't
gotta
know
go.
what I was supposed to do.
I gotta go. You can talk about politics in a second.
sample ballots. You can
Stick to other things other than politics. Cinemas shouldn't play movie trailers anymore since we've all seen them online. Horseshit.
You
Yeah, that's
skipped. You
bad.
skipped a crazy one.
Well,
right
I
before that.
need to get to
It's
this
not
one
meant to
'cause
be
I-
rapid
That was
fire. We can go
wild.
back.
I know. You guys can go back. I can't.
You gotta
That's why
go.
I-
Yeah.
Like
I still like trailers.
I love the trailers.
Still like
it's,
trailers.
it's the only thing I like about going to watch a movie in the theater at this point. At this point, there's
the popcorn?
nothing I like
No,
about.
he's right. He's right.
I like because the whole
Reclining
thing
seats?
is you could say no, because I had that.
I have those at home, yeah.
I have all that at home. Like you could say, oh yeah, I could watch them online, but that's only if I know they exist. There's nothing as exhilarating as like, holy fuck, they're making a Back to the Future 4.
To his point, though-
that's
Yeah.
always
To
a
his
great
point, though,
moment.
you're rarely surprised at this point because you've already seen it
No,
on Twitter.
no.
Not all the
You've
time.
You've
seen
at least seen that it exists.
No,
But not everybody has
No, sometimes you don't. Sometimes
I think more people have
there's
Twitter than
shit-
people go to the movies.
That's probably right.
There's shit that you just discover that is in existence that they're making. Like for example, the next the Karate Kid crossover one that's coming next, the one that has Jackie Chan and Ralph Macchio in it. Like that would have been such a cool thing to see. Like in a world where in one country this and that and it's like
This
they build
summer.
it, and you're like, wait, what is this? And then you realize what it is. Oh my god, it's so great. The one thing it took me
tortilla
back.
boy.
Yeah, there you go.
That's like what I.
Classic.
I'll tell you this last thing I'll say because we did this movie for Cinephobe. I don't even know if it's out yet or not. You know what? Fuck it, I'll say it. We did, and let me tell you something. The trailer for
It's not out, by the way.
so fire. It's so I don't care. I don't.
I'm just saying it's not out because I was looking at the feed earlier today. It's not there.
Do you guys remember when, like, on Max, there used to be like a place you can go and it'd just be movie trailers? So, you'd go to like either iTunes or like iMovie
Yep.
or whatever, and like you just go and like that's like I don't know, like 10, 15 years ago, whatever. You get a Mac and you're like,
On Apple
what do I
TV
do?
also.
I've done everything on the internet, and then
I've
you're
taken
like,
pictures,
you know
I've done-
what? Yeah, exactly right. Like, oh, I did the thing. I draw. I did like the filters on my face. Like, what did I do? Like, let me see what movies are coming out, and then you just start scrolling through just to pass the time. I miss when there was time that you just would pass the
Yeah.
time. Now there's just too much going on.
Yeah,
like
there
I
is.
can't just pass time anymore. I don't have time to pass.
We should let people be bored again.
I'm with you.
Bring back boredom.
Bring back
Wow.
boredom.
Bring
B,
back
B,
boredom.
B.
That could be
Okay.
good. That could be good back in my day.
Did you guys know?
Boredom.
I'd vote for someone whose like whole campaign is boredom.
Running on boredom.
Triple B. That's my
Yeah.
my
Bring back boredom.
platform. Bring back boredom.
Anyway.
Oh, yeah,
you don't
the
have to be
boredom.
entertained all the time.
No.
You don't have to be entertained. Like,
No.
go be bored.
Turn
Go-
my brain off.
Go do something outside. Go look at a leaf.
It's hot outside.
Ever looked at a leaf
Go
before?
look at a leaf.
A lot of things to look at on a leaf.
Can I
Did
stay
you guys
inside?
know there's a new Final Destination coming out?
No, but
I
I'm
had
intrigued.
enough of that.
See, I'm just saying. Did you know? You
How
didn't
many
know.
weird ways are there to die?
Did
I
you
guess
know-
endless.
1,000
Did you know there's a new
One, so
Naked
the-
Gun coming out?
I did hear about that.
Who's playing the Leslie Nielsen role?
Liam Neeson.
No
shit.
Yeah.
See, now imagine.
But does he have
have
those
the
kind of
chops?
comedy
Does he have
chops?
the
Exactly
chops?
right, dude.
I don't know.
Two things.
Is he going to be like literally Mr. Magoo?
No, that's a
That's
different
Mr.
movie.
Magoo.
Yeah.
We're talking about Naked Gun.
Naked
wait.
Gun.
Two things. Number one, Leslie Nielsen was a serious,
Mr. Magoo, good movie.
dramatic actor before
Problematic.
he did Airplane, right?
Well, it's just like Tom Cruise the other way, right? Like,
Right, exactly. So Liam Neeson is actually in the same spot that Leslie Nielsen was. Older guy, serious actor. Now he's going to do comedy. Number two, if you've ever seen Life's Too Short on HBO, his episode is probably the most funny, most famous one. It's the one where he wants to do comedy with Ricky Gervais.
This is the show that we couldn't find, right? That I looked at, that we looked it up.
Yes.
And it's not on there, but the movie is. But
But what about the stadium that collapsed or whatever?
No, it's a different one.
Okay.
That was a joke because okay, never mind.
So I said, okay, I didn't know, but I assumed everyone else did. Sorry, Billy, I didn't mean to show you up.
We spent like a month looking for a show about like the Carrier Dome or something.
Oh, yeah.
And then it was like architectural disasters.
No one could figure out what show
Yes.
it was that we were looking for because Dan's like, I saw a show that
It was
the
the
Carrier
first
Dome gets more,
episode.
and it was a show about architectural marvels and how
Yes.
great architecture is, and I saw it on Max, and blah, 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 and like we searched and searched and searched for like 3 weeks, and then finally like Lewis or someone like in the video department found it. They're like, what show is he talking about? And then they found it was called like Architectural Disasters.
And it was on Spike TV, right?
Yeah, it was like
10 worst architectural disasters.
Yeah.
R.I.P.
Number
Spike
9.
TV, dude. Spike was fire.
What was the one that you did that you said we jumped over that was crazy, Billy?
Getting into a romantic relationship or even dating while you're a teenager is dumb.
I agree.
I agree, yeah.
So just as teenagers, like you can't like
Well, it's
have love or happiness.
There is no love.
You're just headed for failure.
Yeah.
Like, you're headed for heartbreak.
you're learning how to love.
Yeah, love practice.
But the practice ends in calamity because you end up getting hurt.
I couldn't love.
Always.
I couldn't love the way I do now if I didn't have my experiences as a teenager.
You need
Yeah,
love
but you
broken?
don't say that to your best friends.
Yeah,
broken.
That's
you
not
need,
gonna
you need to
go
have
well.
loved and lost.
I did.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I had
exactly.
my heart broken.
Well, it's better to
You
have
told me.
loved
You
and
said it on
lost
here.
than to never have loved at all.
Exactly,
That's what they
Billy.
say. You'd rather never love at all until you're a certain age, I guess.
That goes against ignorance is bliss. Because it's true. Not knowing is.
A lot of things go against a lot of things in this world.
It's
Yeah.
true.
Bring back boredom.
I just don't like. So, at what point do you start dabbling in love and romance?
Well, that's the thing. You start dabbling as a teenager, but what this guy is saying, random internet user 349 or whatever, is saying that it's just worthless at the time because you're probably not going to work out. Like, I don't
It's
I don't
not a
see
bad
lot
take.
of
On its face, it's not a bad take.
Correct, because there's not a lot of high school sweethearts walking around. Is what I'm saying.
Me and Jenny are high school sweethearts.
I know it's rare. It's that's what I'm saying.
Well, you shouldn't be married.
What
Well, I got bad news for you, buddy.
what else is on that list? I gave. Oh, I guess
Refried beans are terrible.
Agreed.
Christmas
no.
shouldn't play movie trailer. No,
I love
sometimes.
refried beans.
Nah,
can't read.
refried beans is basically dog food.
refried beans are a good glue
It
for
is
other
mush.
things. Yeah.
It's absolute mush. Why
But a
would
little
I eat
with some
that?
rice on it, like
No,
rice
dude, for
and
that I get
refried?
black beans.
I like this one.
Can I like both?
Most celebrities are average looking.
It's true.
They have access to money and medical things that normal people do not have because if they didn't have the access that they do, they'd look like normal people.
Even without that, though, like makeup's incredible. Like you
Yeah,
find a
it
good
does.
makeup artist, and like you look like a totally different.
Look what
person.
Jesse does to you.
Yeah, I don't disagree.
So you're saying Jamie Foxx is not good looking?
I'm not saying he's. I'd saying we probably consider him average if he wasn't a celebrity. It's the same thing from the guys in the movie Challengers, right? I know a bunch of girls fawning over the guy with the dark hair. That guy looks like a fucking troll to me.
The guy's like 100 pounds, dude.
Dude, that guy looks like he's part of the Uruk in Lord of the Rings.
I don't know
Wow.
what that is. Who are we talking
That's a
about?
different
guy.
show. That was Justice Tears.
Does Justice
Does the
Tears.
guy have a
Last
name?
week.
Give me a name.
I
what's his
give me a
person's name?
second.
Wanna Google him.
Challengers movie.
Having a punching bag character isn't funny and is just sad.
That is like Screech Powers and Saved by the Bell. They've kind of moved away from that.
What's
also,
his
like
name? Who am I looking up?
Literally on the
I know a
page
couple.
it said the
Right here.
cast. What
this
happened?
guy's name, Patrick Zweig is his name. Patrick Zweig.
Zweig.
Why is Danny on me right now? Get off me.
This guy?
Yeah, that's the guy. He looks like a troll.
I mean, who said he was great looking?
Dude, I've talked to a lot of my female friends, and they said that he's really good looking. Oh my
you
god, he's
just
so
like
hot.
poll your female friends about guys?
Sometimes I ask.
Hey, what do you think about Patrick Zweig?
Zweig.
No, more like I was saying that.
Oh, you like him? Let me ask 4 more people to get a real feel
Overrated.
for this.
I don't like your answer. I'm going to keep asking other people.
That's how polling gets
I asked
done in
13
America.
people and 4
Said, you know what? Good looking guy.
Eating alone is far superior than eating with other people.
I like eating alone.
I'm fine eating at a nice group dinner too.
I do
Yeah,
a
me
lot of
too.
eating standing.
Me too. I've transitioned to eating steak.
My wife does not like it at all. She
I've
tells me, like, "Can you
transitioned away
sit
from
down,
that.
please?" And I'm like, "Ah." And I'm just like eating standing at like
the kitchen
I'm
bar.
picturing them
like,
at a
I'll stand
restaurant.
there.
Yeah,
Billy
yeah,
just
at a restaurant. Everybody's sitting down, and I'm just there refusing to sit. Like, nope, just got to
Like,
check out
Billy,
what's going on around here.
We're here. Sit.
Getting a lay of the land.
Does
in
your
this
wife
restaurant.
call you Billy?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. No, I don't know.
Be weird if she called me like Greg.
Yeah.
No,
Who
no,
the
no.
hell's
I know.
Greg?
But I don't know if she calls you Guillermo. Like I don't know what she calls you.
No one calls me that.
Okay. Okay. Goodbye.
Okay, goodbye.